Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and today we have TikTok's viral Marry Me chicken. Now, I made this before the TikTok ban went up, and I'm so glad that I did because this dish is unreal. My husband and I, we enjoyed it thoroughly. Even the baby liked it. So listen, let's get into this recipe. Alright, so we're starting out with some freshly washed chicken. I have some garlic powder that I'm going to sprinkle on top. And I have this firewood garlic seasoning that I got from my local restaurant depot, some Cox seasoning, and I have some Creole seasoning. I'm putting enough on top of my chicken so that when I massage it all in, it'll massage both sides. It'll season both sides, I should say. Now I'm going in with some black pepper. I don't like finely grated black pepper. I don't know. I need it coarse. So I went in with a tablespoon of olive oil, and I'm massaging my chicken, making sure both sides get seasoned evenly. And then once they're all seasoned and laid out, we're gonna move on to the next step, which is searing our chicken. I've also seen an uptick of people who use gloves in their own house, in their own kitchen, to season and massage their food. I will never be one of them. I always wash my hands before and after. You can do the same, y'all. Alright, so now we're going to move on to sauteing our chicken. We want it to get nice and browned. I preheated my oven to 375. I'm going to add some extra virgin olive oil to my pan. Skin side down, I'm going to start searing my chicken so that it gets a nice, beautiful brown color. Because we're going to be baking this in the oven, but we're not going to be baking it for a very long time, it's not going to have enough time to get color on its own. And all that extra color means what? Flavor. Yes, honey. So as you can see, I'm only searing one side because, like I said, we're putting it in the oven. But you want it to have a nice golden brown color. That's how you know you are getting what you need. And don't throw away that fawn that's in a pot. We're going to be using that. But we're going to finish cooking off our chicken, and then we're going to move forward. So now we're going to get started on our sun-dried tomatoes. I have a jar here. I'm going to take out 5 sun-dried tomatoes, and I'm going to slice them with my kitchen shears. I think next time I would dice them up because I just enjoyed them in smaller portions, and I think mincing them would have been perfect. But you can slice them if you love sun-dried tomatoes, if that's your jam. So now that I am finished with my final 2 pieces of chicken thighs, I'm going to keep the fond in the bottom of that pan right there, and I'm just going to add a tablespoon of sun-dried tomato oil on top. I have half of a yellow onion and 2 teaspoons of minced garlic that I'm going to add right on top of that. I'm going to saute them down, and just until they get a little bit translucent. Then I found these mushrooms. They're freezer burnt in my freezer, and I thought they would be a great addition, and I was correct. So add you some mushrooms if you have them. If you don't like them, the recipe doesn't call for them, so you can omit them. Now I'm going to make some chicken broth. I'm going to make about a cup of chicken broth. So I'm going in with a teaspoon of bouillon chicken powder, and I'm using clean boiling water for my pasta, but I'm adding that water into my dish here to make chicken broth. If you have a container of chicken broth, you can use that. That's not a problem. Now I'm going to go in with about 2 cups and a quarter of heavy whipping cream. All right. You want it to be loose, but not too loose, because we have to thicken it up. We're going to be using cheese right here. And I'm going in with about 1/4 cup of Parmesan cheese, and then I have Pecorino Romano cheese, or you can use some type of aged Parm. And I'm going in with that to really thicken up my sauce, but also make it more succulent and rich. And you want to stir that around, let it come to a little bit of a simmer, and then I am going to go in with the rest of my container. I believe that was about 15 ounces of Pecorino Romano cheese. So use the entire container. There it goes. It's all in there. And that's when my sauce thickened up beautifully. It wasn't too thin. I wanted to give you guys a close-up so you know what the consistency should be like. So not too thick, not too thin, but also this is your kitchen and you can do it as thick or as thin as you want. Next, I'm gonna go in with some spinach. I was about to call it cabbage. I don't know what's going on. But I'm going in with some spinach, about half a cup, not too much. I don't want it to be a spinach down dish, you know. Fresh spinach would go really nicely in this, so if you have it, you can go ahead and use it. Now I'm gonna go in and add my sauce to my chicken. So I went ahead and boiled my penne pasta. The rest of the sauce is going right on top, and let me tell you something. If you have a lot of sauce, it is not too much. Add it all on top of your pasta. I did 1 box of penne pasta, and I am incorporating the sauce now. So once that chicken comes out the oven, we're gonna slap it right on top, and dinner is served. And after 25 minutes in the oven, this is what you have. TikTok's viral Marry Me chicken. So if you guys like this video, make sure you give me a like, leave all your questions or comments you have down below, and subscribe if you haven't already. I'd love to have you part of the community. All right, you guys, bye.